Perfect. Yes. Entire MCQs, everything has been completed by me. So what is the stand on the paper? Descriptive paper I have not yet seen yet, but MCQs I have seen. But descriptive papers were just 8 pages. So based upon that, I can say the paper is less than moderate descriptive. Coming to MCQs, people think it is moderate, but there are 4 to 5 MCQs which are tough, I can say. So as a whole, MCQs are, as a whole, the paper I can rate at 8 out of 10. Because no, all the questions were negatively framed. They are not directly asking which is right. No, they are asking which of the following is not right. So most of the questions are negatively worded. Anyhow, we'll directly look into, this time no. Case study does not have much relevance to the given questions. Okay, so even if a person who have not studied case study can directly answer these questions. Now, for example, you see first question. By the way, one more thing, all the questions in MCQs were from expected questions. I gave expected questions, right? So from that. So first one, Rajesh decided to go for sampling verification of controls, transactions. Okay, in this regard, select a statement which is not apt. So they're asking which is not an apt statement. 100% examination, which is not, is it is possible to make 100% examination of test of control. That is not an apt statement at all. That is not an apt statement. Remaining 3, no, they are correct. Remaining 3 are like correct statements, in the sense, in all these 3 cases we do 100% examination. So here this statement is wrong. So between these 4, this one is odd. Therefore the point is B. Next. Here Rajesh wants to choose a sample size which enables him to make a proper risk assessment of population. In selecting sample size, which is not a correct option, if you see, I have given chart marathon 530, 520, 610. Go inside that, very clearly told in 530 which of the following is not a factor for sample size. That kind of question will come. I told MCQ, exactly it came. This answer, this is not a factor, this is not a factor. Here the answer is, they said decrease, it's actually increase. The statement is not correct. So they are asking which of the following is not correct. Therefore point number C, statement is not correct. We covered this in expected question. Next, the auditor's judgment. By the way, only first question is audit evidence topic. SA 500 it was asked from. This is the only question came from 530. Okay, even in the 3/4 strategy, 530 I told you to ignore. You can ignore. Rest all other questions in MCQs, 14 MCQs you can solve with 3/4 strategy also. So remember that. Next up. Now the auditor's judgment as to sufficiency is not dependent on, they're asking not dependent on nature and source of evidence. Nature and source of evidence is factor for reliability. Reliability is a factor for appropriateness. Therefore the answer is B. C. Rajesh is considering, okay, one of the following is not a factor deciding nature, timing, supervision. This is audit strategy chapter. I told in expected questions also, 3/4 strategy also I told you to cover, and the availability of time and trained personnel to review. No, this is not a factor at all. Point is, option is A. Then, as per understanding of Rajesh, which of the below options fall within the scope of audit? Within the scope, what comes in the scope of audit? Reliability and sufficiency of information. The answer is B. Sixth question, they gave like mapping you need to do. Okay, for first one, answer is A. You see 1A, 2B. For 3, no, non-audit risk means risk that auditor might express opinion when they're not. So that is non-audit risk. 3D and 4C. Accordingly, 1A, 2B, 3D, 4C means option is D. Next, case scenario 2. Here you see, directly I'll go to the answers. Okay, in respect of registration or satisfaction of charge created on borrowings, the following information is to be disclosed. This is additional regulatory information under borrowings. If you open borrowings, below that additional regulatory information, the answer is A. Charges or satisfaction yet to be registered beyond the statutory period, details has to be shown, reasons why it was not filed also has to be shown. The answer is A. In the second question, second option is wrong because only details they spoke. Third option, no, they said 12 months. There is no that logic. During the year, the point they said, this answer is not right. Therefore the answer is A. Then coming to which question, by the way, 6th, 7th one is over. 8th MCQ, they are asking, what are these indicators? Directly I'm telling you option is D. Directly I'm telling you the answer is D. Okay, 3, 5, 8 financing event, 1, 2, 6 operating events, 4, 7 other events. For your information, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 events they have given. They're asking us to figure out which is what. Next, Next, then 11th question. Choose which is not correct. Confirmations from trade receivable, which is not correct, they are asking. SA 505, and even in expected questions I have covered this point. Okay, now look at confirmation trade receivables necessarily as on balance sheet date. That's wrong. This alone answer which is wrong is option B is wrong. Rest all other points are right. You know, we need to send a confirmation preferably without mentioning balance outstanding, and wherein debtor is requested to respond as per records. Okay, the method of selection, you know, the method of selection of trade receivables to be circulated and should not be revealed to the client until balance is received. The auditor employed direct with the consent of the client. That is all correct. Answer B is wrong. Next, 12th one. I hope everyone are able to understand that clearly. Somebody saying I'm not audible. Very much clear. I'm very much audible. Yes. Look at next. Next. So that's regarding 12th question. Then 13th question. 13th question is like a twist. Okay, here they tested or and end. Okay, see, tell me, overdue for 2 crop season, short duration, overdue for 1 crop season in case of long, that is fine. Principal and interest need not be both. It can be anyone, either principal or interest overdue. Any one if it is overdue for more than 2 crop season in case of short duration crop, more than 1 crop season in case of long duration crop. Therefore, answer is A. They are asking what is an NPA norm for agriculture advance. They are asking A. Next, 14th one. Now, during the course of audit, he verified so and so. Here they gave statement 2, statement 3, statement 4. You know, this is P&L, but they said balance sheet, so wrong. This is measurement is P&L. They said, existence is balance sheet. They said income statement. Whereas statement 3, statement 4, right? Therefore, the answer is 3 and 4, which is correct. See, the paper is quite technically easy because everything is logically asked. Okay, but which of the following is not correct? Those who are not having command on the terminology, there only the problem will come. A limited company certain borrowings, funded, non-funded. So very easy examples. Okay, so 1, 2, option number A. Funded loans, they are asking example. So answer number A. Yes. 10th question I missed. Which one? 14, 13, 12, 11. 10th I replied. No, just no. You see, 10th question I said, I told. You see carefully. 9th I skipped. 9th also came here. Oh, fine. 9th I skipped. Correct. See, Ravi Chopra is considered to be dealing. Which of the following is not an event providing evidence that arose after the balance sheet date? So, not an event that arose after means which of the following is an event that for which conditions already there on balance sheet date? Indirectly B. Setting a claim outside the code between the date of financials and date of audit for which provision has already been made in financials. They are asking not after the date. Indirectly they are asking which is there on the date of balance sheet. Next, 15th question, last question. I hope 9th question I clearly told. Yes, sir. 15th question. Over. That's it. Entire MCQs is over. So what I feel in MCQs is there is a possibility. See, tough or easy is not about the question asked. Tough or easy about the ability of the student to answer. So here I can say some students there is a possibility that they will confuse and then pick up some wrong answers. Okay. Now here there is one more question. I think somebody is saying one more question. 10th question. Sorry. 10th question they are asking. Correct. I'm sorry. 10th question. So here they are giving this question is something internal control questionnaire is a risk assessment chapter. You open internal control questionnaire, purchases, creditors, inventory, fixed assets. They gave examples. Okay, what are the questionnaire as part of them? Now that example they are asking you to map. Here you see 4th one is C, fixed assets. 3rd one is regarding inventory. 2nd one is regarding creditors. 1st one is regarding purchases. So that you need to select. So 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. So therefore the answer is A. Question number 10 is A. Somebody is asking overdue interest is interest accrued on overdue debt. So how can only interest or principal can be overdue? I think both should be overdue. No, need not be. In order to become an NPA in case of agriculture advance, principal can be overdue or interest can be overdue. Anything can be overdue. You see, I say study material also, or only the word which is used. That's it. So that's it. With this, MCQs are over. Now directly descriptive. I'll see now. Audit program. Okay, guide the student answering the following. What type of evidence the auditor look into? Okay, I think they're very straight question. Okay, verification assertion. So, okay, agro, the auditor wish to plan and perform audit so as to reduce risk of MMS to acceptable. Discuss how auditor can satisfy objective of identifying risk assessment chapter. ABC Limited, the management, the statutory auditor, as a part of their verification, wish to attend physical inventory. The inventory at all locations are considered material to financials. The auditor encountered the following situation: Hyderabad, due to administrative, the management has taken up stock verification on 15th itself. Ahmedabad unit planned on 31st. However, there was a news of some disturbances in the city, so whereby auditor cancel. In the above, what additional procedures? I think straight questions only. If at all inventory verification is not there on the balance sheet, what can be? Negative confirmation. Yes, I'll come back to it, ma. Please just let me finish this. What do you mean by deficiency in control and significant? This also was given as part of expected question. Okay, like even remaining also I'll see. Even this inventory verification is given in expected questions. This one, discuss how the auditor can satisfy objective. This I have not given in expected question. This I have given in expected question. You're continuously somebody saying 12th question. Wait, ma. Somebody saying, okay, they're continuously messaging 12th question. MCQ case number 12. Okay, fine. 14, 13, 12. Okay. 12th question, which of the following is not correct from the following? C option is not correct. Confirming party will be less likely to respond in case of disagreement with a confirmation. No, in case of disagreement, they will be more likely to respond. In case of disagreement, they'll be more likely to respond when information in the request is not in favor. So this statement is not correct. Here in 12th question, they are asking which of the following statement is not correct. Therefore, C is not a correct statement. So that's it. 12th one, the answer is C. I think I covered all the questions now. Yes. Purpose of communicating key audit matter. Communicating key audit matter is not a substitute. I think there is a straight. B question is straight. Okay. This also I told in expected questions. I think Sundari, I covered that. 12th question also I covered that. Okay. Now, CA students, Riranga and Manga were discussing assurance. Okay. You are required to state some aspects to examine to ensure financial statements which are audited are not misleading. All are straight questions only this time. IFC point they're asking. Okay. Okay. Factors were revising terms of engagement. Remember, I did expected questions marathon also. Inside that, I clearly told. I'll come to it. I think descriptive paper, I think not a big deal technically. Descriptive paper, I don't think there is a big deal because all are pretty straight questions. Pretty straight questions. This question you see MCQ is there and as well as descriptive is there. This one. In MCQ also it was there. Which of the following is not a factor for review, they ask. The same answer only. Actually they gave an MCQ answer. That answer you can write here. This is regarding completeness of disclosures. Auditor's duty regarding LLP. Remember different types of entity, expected questions, LLP I told. Disclosure requirements for inventory, straight question. This is regarding audit of inventory in government. Audit of stores and inventory, straight question. This is also what points auditor shall consider in assessing and reporting findings in IT environment, automated environment topic from that. These are all threats identification. Array, this question was there in May 25 also or Jan 25. Somewhere the same question is there, similar question. Close business relationship with the client, self-interest threat. Auditor performs services that are themselves of self-review threat. Auditor deals with shares and securities, advocacy threat. Long association, familiarity threat. Auditor deterred from acting objectively, intimidation threat. Okay. I think all clear. That's it. MCQ, I mean descriptive is very simple. Now with respect to MCQ, are there any doubts? Are there any doubts for anybody? Just any doubts with respect to MCQs? Any particular MCQ in this? That's it. If at all any of the doubts is there, below comment it. Okay, I will reply whenever my time permits. And by the way, like the video guys, with lots of effort I'm doing, no MCQs, all that instantly I'm giving you answers. So like the video. Okay, that's it. Perfect. So comment any other doubts below the answer, below the comments. So I'll reply. So as a whole paper, I can say 7 out of 10, not even 8, I can say 7 out of 10, because descriptive is quite easy. MCQs were tricky, that's it. So generally when papers are very easy, when I mean in the sense when the questions are not in depth, not from corner they tested, generally there is a possibility that valuation will be little tougher, but don't think that is extreme tough. No, don't worry. Deepak is asking some Ravi Chopra question. What happened in Ravi Chopra question? Here Ravi Chopra considered subsequent event which required to be dealt with in the financials. Okay, 9th question you're asking, Deepak or somebody, please tell me which question, which MCQ exactly? Which MCQ exactly you're asking about? Number you tell me. They're asking which of the following is not an event. Regarding confirmation you're asking, regarding external confirmation you're asking. No, you're not telling me exact question number here. Okay, fine. 11th question, which means MCQ is 11 or 9. 9th one is regarding this one only, settling a claim. This is a balance sheet item. Here condition is there on balance sheet. Here they are asking which of the following is not an event providing evidence that arose after balance sheet. Which of the following is not an item that arose after balance sheet. This is something that arose on balance sheet. So that's why this answer, 9th one. I told it. Then confirmation should be necessarily on balance sheet. This statement is not correct. That's it. Fine, I'll close it. I'll close up